the United States is no longer the destination for the best and the brightest to come to study and do their scientific research and medical research. And it's because now we have the ICE Gestapo thugs, and they've rounded up innocent people and thrown them in concentration camps or kicked people out of this country who deserve to be in this country. And so people are reevaluating, and they're going, don't really want to end up in CCOT where I get raped and tortured. So I think I'm going to not go to the U.S. I'm not going to, do all my research there, do my studies there. Literally in one fell swoop, Trump and Elon, they just destroyed it. They destroyed it. Another massive crisis is the absolute, utter collapse, the collapse of U.S. tourism. It is horrific.
Greetings, my BPPN family. This is Bold Perspectives Network. I'm Mr. Red. So I wanted to show you how bad things have been since Trump has gotten in office. Things have gotten to the point that people don't want to come here. I mean, this tourism thing is huge because some of the money that we get, some of the things that made America attractive was people thought, hey, this is the land of the free, the home of the brave, and we want to be here. We want to experience the freedoms and the wonders of being in America. Now, this place is so damn toxic, no one wants to come here. People don't want to learn and study here anymore. And you might think, again, this is good for Americans, but we do not have the educational system to do it alone. There's not enough smart people, essentially, to come here and take and do those jobs. Today's story, we're going to look back at what Kyle Kulinski is talking about the collapse of U.S. tourism. And not only do the best and brightest not want to be here, not only do people not want to visit America because of the hassles that come along with the tourism here, but Americans are also leaving in droves. That probably doesn't surprise you. It doesn't surprise me. We have much to discuss. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
But across the whole country, this is happening. So take a look at this from the New York Times. 11 million visitors short inside America's continuing tourism slump. Last year, the U.S. was the only major destination to see a decline in international travelers. With increased scrutiny at the border, ICE violence, and unpredictable policies, the new year isn't looking better. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 million visitors short. That's not a whoopsie. That's a message from the world. We don't like you, we see what you're doing, and we want nothing to fucking do with it. Okay? So they say, Michelle Cowley, a London-based communications specialist, and her husband spent nearly 2 years planning a $16,000 vacation to Walt Disney World in Florida. Then their children, aged 7 and 11, heard about Renee Good and Alex Preddy being killed by ICE agents and didn't want to go. Comments by President Trump in January including threats to annex Greenland and criticisms of British military contributions in Afghanistan, sealed the family's decision. Quote, "We have decided that it really is not the place we want to be at the moment," Ms. Cowley said. Last year, as tourism grew worldwide, the United States was the only major destination to see a decline in foreign visitors, recording a 6% drop, according to the World Travel Tourism Council, an industry group. January saw a continued decline in inbound visitors, down 4.8% from January 2025.
This is pretty bad. People do not want to come here. Do you see the amount of money these people would have spent here? Now, imagine that by the millions of people who hasn't come here. And as he's about to read here in a little bit, Canada and Mexico tourists who make up a quarter, almost a third of our tourism, they're declining too. They don't want to be here. They don't want to have to worry about the immigration. Trump has made it such that nobody wants to deal with the shit at the border. I even hear that there's like purity tests. There's as you can see on the thing, they want you to pay a visa fee. So just in case you overstay, that you pay this extra money. What they're doing is they literally are making this to the United States is a open air prison that people don't want to come in, and we're locked in. We can't. I was talking about vacation with my wife, and here's the thing. We can't think of a goddamn place. The places we want to go, we don't know if it's going to be friendly to us as Americans. We don't know if our lives are going to be threatened or on the line because of how unpopular we are. Trump said that America wouldn't stop winning, that we would get tired of the winning. And when you really start digging behind the numbers, we are doing worse than ever. He is making it worse through his decisions and his actions. When is it supposed to turn around? Based upon what the shit he's been doing now we're about to be in a war with Iran. How is that supposed to make America better? 6 people have already lost their lives. Nobody wants to fucking be here.
Visitors from Canada, usually the second largest source of U.S. tourism after Mexico, plunged by 28% in January compared to 2024. So our closest allies, Trump is going, fuck you, fuck you. And the allies are going, how about fuck you right back, dog? We don't need to go to your shitty country. Fuck your shitty country. What a massive 28% decline. Other key markets like Germany and France also recorded significant declines, while Britain, the largest long-haul source market for U.S. tourism, saw a marginal growth of 0.5% compared to the previous year. I guess the Brits are close to as fascist as we are. When 11 million international visitors aren't showing up, the result is billions of dollars in economic losses to the travel industry, said Eric Hansen, a senior vice president at the U.S. Travel Association, a trade group that promotes travel to and within the country. Visa fees and social media vetting. The Trump administration has made it significantly harder for some travelers to enter the United States, barring visitors from more than a dozen countries and introducing a $250 visa integrity fee for non-immigrant tourist and business visas designed to discourage visitors from overstaying. Visitors are also facing more rigorous vetting at the border with increased searches of electronic devices, some resulting in detentions and denied entry. Citizens of countries who just need an electronic authorization to visit the United States may soon be required to provide up to 5 years of social media history. Are you kidding me? To enter. That could result in a loss of up to $15.7 billion in visitor spending, according to the World Travel and Tourism Council.
They're asking people to show 5 years of their social media history to make sure that they aren't talking about the United States and their ally. It's not real. Because if you are, they don't want you to come into this country. And some from MAGA would say, well, if you're going to talk bad about our person, then why should you come in here? We talk bad about everybody else. We do bad shit to everyone else. We steal from everyone else. What happened to the First Amendment? What happened to us respecting the rule of law? What does someone's social media have to do with them being a tourist here? What does it have to do with that? $15 billion, almost $16 billion in lost revenue from tourism. And you got to understand, this affects the local economies. When he talked about earlier, places like Las Vegas. Las Vegas is already in a recession, along with a number of other states. They're in soft recessions, but this doesn't get mentioned in mainstream media because it's not popular to say, because it would go against their God King. And if he hears people talking about it, he's going to get pissed off. There is no affordability crisis. That's what he continues to tell us. Is it not? Is it not? Somebody has to sit here and say, wait a minute, why is everything worse now? Why are the numbers going down? This is the same thing that happened in his first administration. I think people's memories have been short about how bad things were under this dude. He gave you a few dollars and you thought, hey, things are great. But he's making it where the people, our allies, aren't our allies. He's making it where if we wanted to leave, it's not even safe for us to go because they see American and they want to do things to you because of him, even though you may have nothing to do with it. But you have to understand that this is not the whole story. This is not all of it. David Pakman's channel was reporting that Americans are leaving USA in record numbers.
Americans are leaving the United States in numbers that we have never seen in modern history. If we go back all the way to the Great Depression, the United States has experienced net negative migration for the first time, going all the way back almost 100 years. The Trump administration is saying that falling immigration and rising deportations are a victory. In other words, when presented with the state of the Trump administration goes, well, of course, that's great. We're deporting a lot of people and we're limiting immigration. But the problem is, if you look beneath the hood a little bit, the number of Americans that are choosing to just leave the country, not for immigration related reasons, is going sky high. Now, one of the problems is we don't have perfect exit data because the United States stopped comprehensively tracking citizens who leave a while ago. But if you look at foreign residency permits, passport applications, home purchases, university enrollments, citizenship renunciations, they all point in the same direction. I was just in Portugal. Portugal's American population is up more than 500% since the pandemic.
People have been trying to leave this place since then. And I remember because I thought about leaving and going to Portugal too. I watched several videos on YouTube about moving to other countries. And this was long before, actually Trump was still president at the time. And I thought about it then too. This man who could have taken action and as a result, 1 million people lost their lives because of his inaction. Yet, people didn't remember that shit when they went to the polls. Oh, he's a great he's our man. Oh yeah, he's the only person that lets people die, tells them to drink bleach, and also robs the country blind while doing it, enriching himself. This man is driving people away. This country, this regime, that's not making America better. This land was supposed to be a land of tourists. This was a land of immigrants who are all tourists. Yet people want to proudly say, I'm Italian, or, I'm Irish, or I'm this, I'm English. People want to talk about their heritage here. They're people coming from other places. Yet when you ask them about having immigrants here, oh, we got to get them out because they're all criminals and stuff. So was your people. This here cannot be understated about how bad things are, that Americans are leaving in record numbers. And they can try to spin this shit any way they want. But what they can't do is deny that shit has gotten worse since Donald Trump has gotten in office. Stay vigilant, stay engaged, stay revolutionary.